Okay, so I'm going to go over the problem set. I might not do all of them, so just be aware. So number 1 says, on each object, trace at least one pair. So one pair of lines that appear to be perpendicular. So remember, perpendicular lines intersect, but they have to have right angles. So remember, when I think of a perpendicular line, I think of a T. They intersect, but they have to form that right angle. That's how I remember it. Because lines, like we said, I could draw the letter X. These lines intersect, but the angles are obtuse and acute. They're not right angles, so they are not perpendicular lines. So I can use my right angle template and I can put it on. Oh, I see right here. These two lines, remember, not a line, it's a ray because it has an endpoint and it's infinite in one direction. So this ray is perpendicular to this ray. Okay, look at this here. I see, let's just put it right here. Oh, right here, I can trace. That is perpendicular lines. Look at the clock. Right here, it creates a right angle. The piece of paper, I can create a right angle there, okay? I'm not going to do the bottom. I will have a scanned document with an answer key if you want to look at it, but I'm going to continue. How do you know if two lines are perpendicular? Well, we said that they are perpendicular if they make a right angle. Okay, so number 3, I'm just going to do this side here. It says, in the square and triangular grids below, use the given segments in each grid to draw a segment that is perpendicular using a straight edge. So remember, I have to have a right angle. So I can put my right angle template here. And I can kind of use my right angle template as a straight edge too, as long as I hold it carefully. So I know for it to form, it would have to be here. There is my right angle. Okay, I can also do it here. I can put it on the corner. I shouldn't say corner, the word is vertex. You put it on the vertex, which is the corner, and I'm using my right angle template as an actual straight edge. And there I have created perpendicular lines. And remember, I have the upside down T if I wanted to label them. So let me put this up so you can see it. Okay, I am not going to do the other side. You can do it and you can look at my answer key to see if it's correct. Okay, I'm going to turn it over again. On number 4, we did 2 during our concept development. So we have to see which lines are perpendicular. So, I see FE and EG fit perfectly. So I'm going to draw my little square here and I'm going to say FE is perpendicular to EG. Okay, so now what if I put it here? What if I turn my, remember they said you can turn your paper? What about GF and FE? Are they perpendicular? No, they're not. It's inside. So we are not perpendicular, okay? So I think that's it. Let's look at D. Well, it's a circle. I don't really have any line segments, so I'm going to say no right angles. So there are no perpendicular lines, and there's no right angle, because it says here, determine which of the following have a right angle. Mark each right angle with a small square. For each angle you find, name the corresponding pair of perpendicular lines. So A was started for us. I finished it, but I did not put in my right angles here. Okay, so I'll let you do E and G. I'm going to do one more. I'm going to do F. So let's look at F. LM? Nope. What about MN? If I put it here? Nope. So this has no right angles. Okay, so I'm going to let you do the rest. You can try E, G, and H, and I'll give you a hint. There's only one of these that have no right angles. The others have perpendicular lines. So let's see if you can figure out of these three, which two have perpendicular lines and which one does not have any perpendicular lines or right angles. Okay, so let's go ahead to number 5. Number 5 says, mark each right angle on the following figure with a small square. A right angle does not have to be inside the figure. How many pairs of perpendicular sides does this figure have? So I'm going to write my sentence. This figure has blank pairs of perpendicular lines. You know what? I want you to try this one. I will show you how you would start. And then I want you to see if you can figure out how many. Well, I know. Whoa, here, this line segment, if I put it at the corner, this and this make a right angle. So here and here, this is the right angle right there, okay? I can also do here, if I put it in the corner, here, there's the right angle. Here's one, and there's the right angle there. So right here is a right angle. But remember, it says it doesn't have to be inside the figure. So what if I have a corner right here. If I use my right angle template, look at that. Right here, and this line segment creates, so I would make it outside the box. So I want you to finish, and I'm going to challenge you. I want you to tell me how many pairs of perpendicular lines you can create. Okay, so last of our problem set, true or false. Shapes that have at least one right angle also have at least one pair of perpendicular sides. Is that true or false? Well, if a shape has a right angle, we said if it has a right angle, it has to have perpendicular lines. So, I'm going to say it is true because right angles are created by sides that are perpendicular. So, if a figure has a right angle, it must have perpendicular sides. And that is the problem set.